PGA Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Luke, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only, and that's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
Can't wait to find out what happens here.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Second shot here on the first. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Nice line. So it'll be a par to start their round.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
He's currently tied for 12th. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three wood, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score to this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Looks like they're going for the green. Good aggressive play here. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in two and get rewarded for it.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Looking good.
Oh, well hauled for eagle. He's currently sitting in first place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
We have a par 3 on this one.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par 3s should be had.
Going with the 5 wood. Woo, back there, horsey. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Ooh, that almost went down. 8 feet to the cup.
This one to save par.
Looks good.
Ooh, right by the hole. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. He's currently in a share of top spot. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par four.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
I just love the aggressive play there, Rich.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it.
Oh, that's a fantastic attempt, especially from that distance, but it didn't quite drop. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards. Had a fantastic drive.
Going with the 6-iron here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
And he's safely on the green.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, just missed. 7 feet to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Yeah, he'll take that. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. You've arrived at a par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Putting for birdie. Was on a good line. Just a short putt remaining here. Currently a couple under for the round. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Yeah, that one will play. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's currently tied for the lead. That's a good-looking shot there. Oh, good look at birdie here. That was a gallant attempt. 4 feet to the cup. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. At -2, going along nicely today. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
That was a bit of a miscue. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Wow, that almost went in the hole. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
This is on a stupendous line.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Putting for bogey.
On a nice line.
Well, at least it wasn't a double. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Teeing off here at the 9th hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Playing from around 160 yards. Just a stroke behind the leader. Opting for the 6 iron. This one might need to get down a little. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it, if you can hold this. Okay, steady now. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. This one's looking good. In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Always love a new beginning. Here we are at the opening hole of the back 9, the 10th.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
Yeah, nice looking shot there.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Yeah, quality shot that.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
It's tracking. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Currently 2 under for the day.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
And tidy looking shot, that one. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 1 shot back now. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. That gets the job done. Just 1 off the lead after that hole. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2 putt for par would be just fine.
looking really good.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And this one is for his par. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
Well, you like the look of those hands.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
A 7-footer right here.
So far, so good.
And the putt drops now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this one out. Let's see what they got.
He's currently tied for second.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
And we've arrived at a par 3.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Needs to make a move soon. Oh, well played. This one's for birdie.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
No, that's too bad. Well, this is an important putt for the tournament here, Rich.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. This looks to be heading to the green. Oh, what a wonderful shot into the 17th, and sets up another putt inside birdie range.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there. Surely it's going to.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Going with a 3-wood here.
This is bold. Going for it in 2.
Well, the equation's pretty simple. If you chip this in, you'll win the event.
huge chip here. This would force a playoff.
And this putt for a final score of 67.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
This one's online. And with that, this player will finish the Q School final and gain a ticket to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. Congratulations to them. Rich and I will certainly be following their career with great interest.
Absolutely, Luke. They have locked down their Corn Ferry Tour card. Keep your eye on this player. They're going places.
Rich, not a bad week, but so close to the win.
Second place, Luke. Yeah, it's nice, but what could have been? I think that's going to eat at the player.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.